school, and I'm so happy to be able to do this video for you. And this lesson today, in this video, it is going to be for Form 2 pupils, and of course our lesson comes from our past textbook. And if you don't have your book with you, don't worry, because everything will be provided in this video. And my dear pupils, in 2 weeks time you will be back in school, so I think this is a good time to just watch these videos, and have some ideas that when you go back to school you are ready to continue the lesson. Are you ready? Okay, my dear pupils, today is going to be a vocabulary lesson along with a little bit of speaking, and I hope that by watching this you are ready to continue your lesson when you go back to school in 2 weeks time. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to be familiar with the 13 words related to areas of sports and games, and by the end of this lesson as well, you will be able to fill in the blanks using these 13 words. Second objective, by the end of this lesson, I hope that you will be able to write 4 sentences about sports or games that you love to do. How much do you love sports? A lot? A little? None at all? Come on, shout it out. Very good. Yeah, I can see some of you are saying you love sports so much. And can I ask, what kind of games do you play, or what types of sports that you do? Do you play badminton? Do you play football? Do you play basketball? What about netball? What about track and field events? Do you know what are they? I like to take a look at track and field. Probably when the word track, the phrase track and field is mentioned, you are wondering what are they. Let's take a look at these images now on your screen. When we talk about track and field events, it consists of a number of different sports. As you can see, high jump, long jump, running, throwing a javelin, shot put. Okay, and I'm sure you're pretty familiar with this because you do them at school as well. For Sports Day, for example. Although we know that this year there are no more sports because of the pandemic, but however, you've seen them all around you. Yes or no? Okay, so among these, which one could be your favorite? Very good. Alright, my dear pupils. Now I would like to take a look at this task, which is from your past textbook, page 84. Alright, it is called Our Lucky Year. And before we actually attempt the task, let's go through some words, 13 words all together. And I want you to repeat after me. Okay? Now, let's start.
Winner, loser, champion, tournament, supporter, team, opponent, captain, race, match, goal, stadium, coach.
Okay, now let's take a look at those words again. And what are the meaning of those words? Winner, loser, champion, tournament, supporter, team, opponent, captain. You are probably familiar with some of these words, but there could be 1 or 2 words that you might not be very familiar with. Let's take a look at the word opponent. Alright, it means someone who you compete with, alright, or oppose of in a contest, game, or argument. Next, the word race, match, goal, stadium, coach. You probably know what a stadium is and also what is a goal. But do you know what is a coach? Who is a coach? Alright, good. So now that you know the meaning of these words, let's take a look at our first task. That is to fill in the blanks. Alright? Your task is to use the words that I just showed you earlier, that I asked you to repeat after me, and use them correctly in these sentences. Go ahead, give it a try. Alright, let's discuss the answers. The first one, Jake Matthews scored a brilliant goal in the football match against Healy School. Well done, Jake. Alright, now for the next one, Iris Carter in year 9 beat William Lee to become the local under-16s chess champion. Correct. Congratulations to you, Iris. Yes, number 3, the answer is champion. And the next one, number 4, the answer is correct. The captain of the girls under-16 basketball team shakes hands with her opponent from Lindsay School. Swallow School won the game. And the next one is 8 students from Swallow School took part in what's that? A race. Okay. And between them they raised £650 for charity. A wonderful achievement. And the last one, Swallow School's Angus Hill got to the final of a national tennis match, race? Yes, tournament. Alright, here is Angus with Mrs. Jones, his tennis coach. Very good, so those are the answers for this task. Let's take a look at what I have next. Okay, before that, I just want to ask you what type of sports that you like to do, or what kind of games that you like to play. I asked you earlier, and also we have looked at some different sports. Now let's take a look. Some of us may answer, I like to play football, I like to do judo, okay, I like to go swimming. Now do you see, in these 3 different sports or games, the first one is football, followed by judo, and just now I mentioned swimming. Alright, in these 3 sentences, we use different verbs before the type of sport or the game. For example, what kind of game or what kind of sport do you like to do? I like to play football. I don't say I like to do football. But if let's say I like to, do judo, I don't say I like to play judo. I like to do judo. I like to do karate. I like to go swimming. Alright, so the word play, do and go are used differently with different types of sports. So let's take a look. Play is used with ball sports. So when do you use the word play? When it is associated with sports, with ball sports. Football, basketball, netball, and also competitive games where we play against another person. Alright, so there are 3 examples I'm giving you here. Example, how often do you play tennis? So tennis is a ball sport. Do you like to play football? I like to play netball. So these are ball sports. So we use the word play. The next one, I play cards with my friends on Friday night. So card game is a competitive game, so we play to win. It's just like we play Monopoly. Alright? Now, what about the verb do? Do. When do you use the word do? Do is used for a recreational activity or a non-team sport that does not use a ball. So, for example, I just mentioned earlier, I like to do karate. I do judo at school. So this has nothing to do with any type of ball sport game, so you use the word do. Okay, what about go? When do you use go? So normally go is used with activities that have that end with ing, right? So for example, let's take a look. I'm going fishing on Sunday. Are you going skiing this winter? She said she was going swimming. I can say I want to go swimming. It cannot be I want to do swimming, I want to play swimming. So when you have ing, alright, the noun, the activity, the game that you play normally has the ing, you use the word go. Another sports that may have an ing, do you have any idea? Yes, running, for example. I want you to write 4 sentences on your favorite sports. Which sports do you do? Write for me 4 sentences, and I may be able to actually respond or give feedback to your sentences, yeah? And you probably like to see how do you write 4 sentences on what sports do you do. Now let's take a look at some of the answers I have here so that you can see examples, yeah? I give you a simpler one, a pretty common one. Let's take a look at this. In 4 sentences, I like to play badminton because I really admire Dato' Lee Chong Wei. I play badminton in the evening with my friends. I am also a school player and I represent my school in a few tournaments. However, I have not won any titles yet. That is one example. Alright, now let's take a look at the second one. It has more compound sentences and probably you would like to try something more ambitious. Let's take a look at these 4 sentences. Football is my favorite sport. It is also a famous sport all over the world. Playing football is a good form of exercise as we can keep our body strong, fit and flexible. I enjoy playing football because I like to go out to the field in the evening with my friends, and when a goal is scored, the joy and excitement is just indescribable. Okay, these are pretty good 4 sentences as well. Okay, so that's all for today. It's a simple lesson. I just want to go through a little bit of vocabulary, speaking and reading, alright? And we have looked at different words, and these words are suitable, very useful when you want to talk and describe about your favorite sports and games. So stay tuned and I hope to see you again. Bye!